Have you ever been in this situation? You were eagerly searching for a pair of pants that you loved, but when you finally tried them on, the waistband was so tight that you couldn't even button or zip them up. It felt so suffocating. What can you do? Throw them away? What a waste. After all, the style and color of them suit you so well. It's a shame to have to give them up just because of a small problem with the waist. But don't worry, tight waistbands are actually very easy to fix. With a little cutting and sewing, your pants will look like new again. Now, let's take a look. First, lay the pants flat on the table. Then, measure the length of the original waistband. Next, we will remove the label to make the repair easier. Find the middle point of the waistband, also known as the belt loop. Take out a pair of scissors, cut off the upper thread of the belt loop. Pay close attention to the back of the waistband. Carefully remove it. Where are you from? Leave a comment to let me know. Now grab the middle point you just removed. Take a sewing chalk or marker. Then, use a needle to temporarily fix the belt loop you just removed the thread. Now, take a ruler and place it on the middle point you just marked. Then, mark two sides, each side 2.5 centimeters. The distance is not fixed depending on how many centimeters you want to extend. Draw straight lines from the marked points outward on both sides. Use the same method for each side. Now, use scissors to cut along the lines you drew. Cut carefully. Cut all the way to the marked point. Then, cut off the excess fabric. The cut will look like it has been ripped. To prevent the threads from coming loose later, you will need to sew the edges firmly with a needle and thread. First, thread the needle. Even experienced people may have difficulty with this step. The needle hole may be too small, the thread is too thin, or the light is not good, etc. The traditional way of threading is not always convenient or effective. So here is a practical threading technique. I will use the threading method with the help of a paper clip and copper wire to make threading easier. Hold the thread clip in your right hand, then insert the needle hole into the copper wire. Then insert the thread into the inside of the copper tube and hold the needle and pull it straight forward. Then, twist the two ends to make them even. Tie a knot at the end. Now the needle and thread are ready for the next step. Start sewing. This is an important detail. The first stitch goes from the inside of the waistband to the outside. The second stitch goes back into the pants, where the first stitch came out. The needle will be sticking out. Now, divide the thread in half and loop it through the needle. Pull the needle out again. Next, move the needle 1/2 inch to the right. Start the third stitch. When the needle is halfway through, separate the thread and thread it back through the needle. Pull the needle out and repeat the process. Always move 1/2 inch to the right for each stitch. Wrap the thread around the needle after threading the needle. Pass the needle through the middle of the thread and pull it tight. This sewing method is called the overlock stitch. It effectively prevents the waistband from unraveling or slipping. If you don't have an overlock machine at home, this is a very practical solution. Once you get the hang of it, you can create neat overlock hems even without a machine. This method works great on sweaters, hoodies, etc. Use thread that matches the fabric so the stitching is almost invisible. It's worth learning this skill. As the saying goes, the more skillful you are, the better. Because when you need it in the future, you'll be ready to show off your talent. Final step, insert the needle into the fabric to hide the end of the thread. Trim off the excess. Now the hem is complete, neat and secure. After adjusting the waistband, the stitching is smooth and refined. The original cut is now reinforced with double thread. No more worrying about the thread coming loose, and it adds a touch of sophistication. Look closely, and you will see the stitching blends naturally with the fabric texture. If you use the same color thread, the stitching will be almost invisible. The rest is a wider and more comfortable adjusted waistband. Pull it gently, and you will feel its perfect fit. This improved pair of pants now offers a comfortable fit. It not only solves the problem of tight waists, but also breathes new life into old clothes. It's great to know that we meet all over the world. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, you can subscribe by clicking the subscribe button. It's great to see your support. The waist of the pants has now been extended by about 5 centimeters. At this point, all the steps to improve the waistband are complete. An old pair of pants with a tight waistband has been magically transformed into a pair of comfortable, stretchy pants with just a few simple sewing steps. Each step brings joy. It turns the regret of having to throw away old clothes into a pleasant surprise. So, the next time you encounter clothes that don't fit, don't rush to throw them away. Try these little tips. Who knows, you might discover the joy of turning discarded items into treasures. The video ends here. If you have any comments, please leave them below. If you find the video interesting, please give me a like. Don't forget to share it with your family and friends. Remember to subscribe to the channel. Thank you for your support. Goodbye. See you in the next video.